We had Ronna McDaniel on, Donna, earlier on the program, chairwoman of the RNC, and she was talking about the possibility of a brokered convention, the impact that would have on Bernie Sanders. Here's Ronna.
It does depend on how big the lead that Sanders takes out of California is, if he picks up a huge proportion of delegates. But I don't see anybody getting out soon, and it's leading towards potentially a brokered convention, which will be rigged against Bernie if those superdelegates have their way on that second vote.
To that, you say what, Donna?
First of all, I want to talk to my Republicans. First of all, stay the hell out of our race. Stay the hell out of our race. I get sick and tired, Ed and Sandra, of listening to Republicans tell me and the Democrats about our process. First of all, they don't have a process. They're canceling primaries. They have winner take all. They don't have the kind of democracy that we see on the Democratic side. And for people to use Russian talking points to sow division among Americans, that is stupid. So, Ronna, go to hell. This is not about, go to hell. I'm tired of it, Ed. We're not trying to prevent anyone from becoming the nominee. If you have the delegates and win, you will win. This notion that somehow or another Democrats are out there trying to put hurdles or roadblocks before one candidate, that's stupid. I know what's going on. They are scared of Democrats coming together to defeat Donald Trump. They need to be focusing on what we're focusing on, the Democratic Party, and that is preventing foreign interference in our elections. Stop using Russian talking points, Madam Chairwoman. Period.
I, for one, would like to thank Fox News for having former DNC chair Donna Brazile on the air today, where she gave the only appropriate response to a continued and coordinated Republican effort to sow division in the Democratic primary process. And of course, she's taking her cues from who else but Donald Trump, the same guy responsible for shaming Ronna McDaniel Romney into dropping the Romney from her last name, in case you were wondering the lengths to which Trump's mouthpieces will go to sell out on his behalf. Now, Trump himself has been saying this exact same thing for days now.
Well, I think there's no question the establishment, the Democrat establishment, is trying to take it away from Bernie Sanders. There's no question about that in my mind.
You see what's happening, right? They're all now, it's being rigged against, it's sad, it's being rigged against Crazy Bernie. Crazy Bernie's going to go crazy. I think Crazy Bernie's going to be more crazy when they see what they're doing. I called it a long time ago.
But the most absurd part of this is that just days ago, a joint statement was released from the DOJ, DOS, DOD, DHS, ODNI, FBI, NSA, and CISA as a warning to Americans regarding being influenced prior to voting on Super Tuesday, where they expressly caution about actors trying to, quote, influence public sentiment and shape voter perceptions. They spread false information and propaganda about political processes and candidates on social media in hopes to cause confusion and create doubt in our system. And if that sounds like a perfect description of Donald Trump, that's because it is. Within minutes of this very statement coming out, Trump even took to Twitter to tweet, "They are staging a coup against Bernie." Here's the thing, Trump thinks he can manipulate Bernie's base the same way he manipulates his own, by obfuscating the facts and fanning the flames of division. It's the only tool he has. He only knows how to divide people and capitalize on their fears. So he will repeat this claim that Bernie is the victim of a coup, that he's being screwed over, that the establishment is going to rig the system against him, because his goal here isn't some noble pursuit of justice on Bernie's behalf, it's making sure that everyone on the left loses faith in the system. It is unquestionably and exclusively to help himself. And by the way, if Trump wasn't stirring the pot with Bernie, he'd be attacking Biden over Ukraine and Burisma, he'd be attacking Warren as Pocahontas. That's the point. It doesn't matter who it is, it's about sowing division and flaming tensions while he's consolidated support on the right. So regardless of who you support on the left, before you repeat a Trump talking point, consider why that talking point was said in the first place. And as far as the substance of Trump's claim goes, while what he says doesn't even merit a response, I'll simply say that no one knows how the process of the convention will play out, if it even makes it that far. At the time that Republicans made these claims, not even a third of the country has voted yet. And yet somehow, GOP operatives are supposed to be our source of what's going to happen here? Give me a break. The one guarantee is that we should not be looking to Republicans on Fox News for any semblance of good faith analysis. The idea that Fox News, that Ronna McDaniel Romney, that Donald Trump are going to offer anything even resembling good faith is an absolute joke. And anyone claiming to know what's going to happen in the future, especially when the vast majority of Americans haven't even cast a ballot, is not someone whose opinion you should trust. If Republicans were actually interested in fairness, they might want to look at their own process. They've canceled primaries in Kansas, Alaska, South Carolina, Arizona, and Nevada in their desperation to appease Donald Trump and coddle his insatiable ego. So before they patronize the left about some imaginary scenario that they've concocted, they might want to consider the fact that the only party engaging in undemocratic tactics is the Republican Party. And until the right deigns to acknowledge that, any Trump mouthpieces that try and interfere in the primary process on the left can simply
Go to hell.